I guess I'm live. I don't know. It looks different how it used to. I don't know. Strange. Anyway, I'm just going to be playing some Marvel Rivals while this is on. It's not on the screen for you because I don't really know how to do that, but here I am. So yeah, maybe no one will join. Who knows? I stand corrected. Alex Webb is in the chat. Hello, Alex Webb. How are you? Damn, someone took both my mains. Guess I'll just end my life. Why is the chat viewing options? Live chat. There we go. Thin budget productions. Bro, I've missed your vids, man. Well, you've got some new ones. So, it's not that bad, you know? I'm sure you can get some enjoyment from them. I'm here. What? Guess I'll go Iron Man? I don't know. God. What's the chat saying? Nothing. Typical live chat. Some things never change. It's nice to see you back, man. Thank you, Dinosaur Guy 59. It's a cool name. I have a feeling I'm gonna do it bad. I feel like a competitive game is not a good thing to play while you're kind of doing a live stream, but it's actually not on the screen. Like, I have a chat to read occasionally, and it's hard to focus on both. I'm not gonna lie. I'm mainly struggling to focus on the game. I'm kind of doing ass right now. Both my mains were taken off rip. I mean, that's just unfortunate. Have you seen Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse yet? And if so, then what are your thoughts? I've actually not seen it. I'm kind of keeping with the tradition. I didn't watch what was the first one? Into the Spider-Verse until like just before the new one came out. So I'll probably wait for the next one to come out in 10 years and then I'll see this last one. I don't know. I don't even dislike it. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't pull me to it, you know. Love the new style. It's very unique. Thank you. I've been trying to do something different. Like, I want to do reviews, but I feel like a lot of the reviews in this community are kind of the same old. Like, I may not have been active on YouTube, but I've still been watching a lot of reviews for figures that I want to buy, because I do still buy Hammond collection figures. So I kind of wanted to bring like a cool vibe that's like my own kind of vibe to the reviews, just how I kind of see life, how I've been living life, really, just very chill. Yeah, I wanted to bring that through and kind of open people up to some new kind of experiences. I'm not saying I'm doing anything groundbreaking here, but I was just testing it out. I just want to see how it goes. The views haven't been great, but content, my more recent content, it usually takes like a month before the views stack up. So I don't mind just pumping some out there now, and we'll see how they perform in the long run. If people don't want to watch them, then I probably won't keep doing them, but I'm enjoying it now, and that's all that really matters, really, in life. I'll just do it until I stop enjoying it. I do want to review all my Hammond collection figures. The concept of these reviews started, I was actually going to just do like a spin wheel, if you know what I mean. So I'd have a random figure at the start of every review. Like, I had no idea which one I was going to review beforehand. But I did that for the Allosaurus. That was on the random spin wheel, and I have the footage of that. But I just didn't want to put in the video because I was testing out the new format. And I didn't think it fit right off the bat, just this spin wheel off Google. The Giga was more of like, I was looking at trends in YouTube Studio, and Hammond Collection Giga came up a lot, so I wanted to do that because it seemed like something people have been searching a lot. Anyway, I'm going to catch up on the chat. Are you excited for Jurassic World Rebirth? Yes, I am. I'm very excited for World Rebirth. I think I originally saw the trailer. I was very disappointed. I was expecting something a bit darker, being that Gareth Edwards was directing and we had the original script writer from, I think, The Lost World and Jurassic Park 1. But honestly, the more I read and the more I see, like, I'm definitely more excited for it. So yeah, I'm hopefully optimistic. Hopefully, I mean like cautiously optimistic. You excited that the Hammond Collection Spino? I'm excited it's coming out. I mean, that is definitely a holy grail figure. Whether or not I manage to get my hands on it really depends on the UK distribution system from Mattel. Because I'm actually going to make a video on this, but I'm going to do a video on the UK Hammond collector experience and how it's pretty awful. Especially with smaller figures. We seem to get larger figures very easily. But when it comes to smaller figures, not so much. Not so much, really. There's been so many that have just slipped by me that I will probably never own, that I would have liked to own. But, oh well, you know. They're just pieces of plastic at the end of the day. Speaking of Jurassic World, thoughts on Jurassic World Dominion? That film sucks. I hate Jurassic World Dominion. Although, like, it is very so bad it's good. I recently did a rewatch with one of my friends who'd never seen the franchise, so we watched the whole franchise. And getting to the end, it was very, like, what a fall from grace this franchise has had. Like, each film got progressively worse. Except for Jurassic World, that was the one tick up. But, yeah, but it was kind of so bad it's good. Like, we were pissing ourselves the whole time. It was so funny. Yo, Cameron. Yo, Dino Man. Eric, how are you, man? Love you, bro. I watched a little bit of your recent vid. It was very long, and I had places to be, so I didn't watch the full thing. But it was cool seeing you guys all talking about that strange show. The name escapes me right now. What's your current opinion on the current state of DinoTube? Is there a DinoTube right now? It's very... I mean, there's definitely a DinoTube, but is there a community? I feel like it's mainly Instagram is where the community is, and I'm not really involved in that. So I don't know. I'm just focusing on myself, and I'm watching like some people I watched in the past, and seeing how their videos have kind of evolved, and it's really cool actually. I think a lot of these old head DinoTube guys still have some good stuff in them, and I'm just trying to keep that going, you know. So yeah. Do you have hope for the Jurassic World Rebirth trailer, or have you already given up on it? No, I'm very hopeful. I guess you mean on the movie, but I'm very hopeful for the movie. I think it's actually a lot cooler to do, like, absolute freak, kind of, like, messed up, like, hybrids, as opposed to these, like, polished, dinosaur-looking ones, like in the Jurassic World, you know, previous films. Not that I didn't like that kind of aspect, but I think it's more realistic and kind of takes after the books a bit more. It's a lot more like, I guess if you did mess up a dinosaur, like if you were trying to clone a dinosaur, you would mess up, and it would leave you with an absolute abomination. And I think that's kind of cool. So that's mainly what's got me excited, is just that concept. Damn, wouldn't have thought the UK would struggle to get some Mattel stuff. Yeah. It is a big struggle. I think Pyroraptor was on Amazon for cheap for maybe a week. I didn't buy in that time, and instantly it was off Amazon. It was like £50 on eBay. I'm not buying that shit. And that's happened many times. What have you been up to recently, man? I've just been living life, you know? Just living life, having fun, working on myself in many ways. I've been taking the gym very seriously. I've been trying to read a lot more. I've been collecting vinyls, which is kind of cringe, but it's fun. It gets me to listen to a lot more music that I wouldn't have before, because I just get vinyls with like big artists that I like, and I get all their greatest hits on there. So I'm definitely going to listen to it. But then it's got a lot of songs that I've never heard before, and they end up being great songs that I should have given another chance to, or should have listened to sooner. Thoughts on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Love that film. So good. Oh, so good. That whole trilogy is just great. I love it. Great vibes. Great vibes, great story, great character arcs. It's just the best. It's probably the best Marvel's put out, realistically, like most consistent. So yeah, love that film. What a great end to the trilogy. I feel like the only reason people hate the D-Rex is because people are tired of hybrids. I hated the D-Rex when I first saw it, but now I'm okay with it. Honestly, I'm more mad at the Spinos. So that was something that got me when I first watched the trailer. The Spinos, I was like, I have waited many years to get my baby back in the franchise, and guess what? They fucked it up. But, here's a big but, I'm okay with it. Honestly, like, the JP3 Spino has been established in the lore for many years now. There is a hybrid, like, you know, and I think that's the thing people need to embrace more with this franchise. There's been too much off. These things are animals, especially Jurassic World, like Fallen Kingdom, Dominion. It's like, these animals, No, they are, as Alan Grant said in Jurassic Park 3, genetically modified theme park monsters. And there can be many different versions of the same kind of dinosaur in the same franchise because they're not real dinosaurs. They are genetically created, manufactured creatures, not dinosaurs. The one place where they fucked this up was in the intro to Dominion, which they did cut out, where it's like 65 million years ago, and it just looks terrible. Everything's from different formations and time periods. It's terrible. But apart from that, everything still is consistent and, you know, fine. That's some awesome stuff, bro. Happy to hear you've been doing good. Thank you. Thank you, Eric. How have you been? Have you gotten any Beast of the Mesozoic figures? No, I haven't. And honestly, that's just because they don't really appeal to me. I love action figures and I love dinosaurs, but I don't know. I didn't like the way it was all the families and all that. It's like, do I want 3 different ceratopsians? I know many people that do. You know, you got Bioniclesaurus, you got bloody Kikizilla, you got, you know, all these dudes, you know, that I've been friends with in the past. And they're all collecting all this stuff, and I'm happy for them. But I don't want 10 ceratopsians anymore. I'm kind of over that addiction I used to have to it. But now that he's moved on, it's actually kind of interesting. Like, I've seen the Smilodon. I would buy that, actually. I think it's the first one I've been tempted to buy. Obviously, you know me, I've kind of got a thing for Cenozoic creatures. And if they did a line of Cenozoic creatures, maybe I would buy some of them. So, yeah. Opinion on Jurassic World Evolution 2. Has it been that long since I've done a live? I swear there's a third one coming out. Anyway, Jurassic World Evolution 2 is a good game. I was big into Planet Zoo earlier this year, or last year, late last year. Big into Planet Zoo. I got the whole season pass and everything on Xbox. I just prefer that. I would honestly love that game if it just had, like, dinosaurs in it. Like, that would be my dream. But Evolution's a bit restrictive in terms of your creativity you can kind of have. I think the most fun you can have in those kind of games is designing the exhibits and putting things in them and designing the park. And I just think Planet Zoo has more to offer there. So Dominion Evolution's good, but, you know, it could be better. What do you think of the Rebirth Velociraptor? I personally like it because it looks like the JP3 Raptor. I was very happy when I saw the Rebirth design. It took me back to my youth, which is what I like, really. This whole franchise is built on nostalgia, so give me a little pump of it. I don't care. So yeah, good. I get the in-lore justification for the Spinosaurus not being accurate, but I just don't like the design. That's fair. You're entitled to that opinion. Like, that's fair. I think the best suggestion for you is just to wait till the movie comes out. Maybe you'll like it more then. What up? Dig on Dash! What chat? I swear this guy, like, lives in the gym. This guy's cool. I love Dig on. Guardians 3 was great, but it was also very dark and emotional sometimes, though. But then again, that's kind of part of what made it so great. Well, they're all kind of dark and emotional at some point, so what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? That's the franchise you're watching. So yeah, I think that's what really endeared me to it. I thought it had some really great emotional beats in there. Hardly Harry. Hi, Cam. Hi, Hardly Harry. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Nice to see a friendly face. The only Jurassic franchise movie I really hate is Dominion. JP is phenomenal. The Lost World and Jurassic World are decent. JP3 is a guilty pleasure, and JWFK, it's so bad it's good. I don't know. JWFK and Dominion kind of flip flop for me on which one's the worst, because I actually do find Dominion funnier because it's so obnoxiously bad and cringe, and Ian Malcolm's in it, which is actually, he is quite funny. I like the bit when he's like, I didn't know there was going to be a code, you know, like quotes like this really keep me going when I'm watching it. So maybe Fallen Kingdom, I don't know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I'm such a glazer for this franchise that I still like them in a weird way. Like, I have bought many figures from both of those films, and they're all different parts of my life as well. I was in different places in my life when both of them came out, and they just remind me of that. And yeah, I've had some good memories around both of them, despite them not being great. Like, the people I went to see them with, for example. I am, as you are, I'm sure to many people, the Jurassic Park fan in a lot of people's lives, and a lot of people want to see the films with me, so I went to see them many times. And each time was a good memory and a good time to have, so yeah. Thoughts on the Rebirth mutant creature? I can't get behind it. Its concept and design is so far removed from the JP design language, which is mainly based in the 90s zeitgeist of paleo art. I explained this a little bit earlier, but I think it's very cool and very in keeping with the books, actually. You should read the books. They're very fun. I think this kind of, it is dark in a way that, like, this creature would fail and they'd produce such an abomination and they've just shoved it away. We don't know what's going to happen. Maybe that's not the case. But I find it interesting. I'm intrigued to see how it turns out in the film. And I'm going to hold my judgment until I see the film. So yeah. What do you think of Papo's recent decline in figures, only with the exception of this year? The line this year is so good. I've not really been in keeping with the model guys, except for Collecte, because they make really good Cenozoic figures, and I've seen a few of the ones they've made, and damn, I am tempted. I am tempted. Many times in the past couple of years, I've gone into Everything Dinosaur, and I've loaded a cart with like £200 worth of models of just Cenozoic creatures that I would love to bulk buy, and I've never gone through with it, because that's a crazy way to spend your money. So yeah. This may be a hot take, but I really hope Jurassic World Rebirth is like a high-budget B-movie. By now, I find it hard to take the franchise as seriously as I used to, so I just like to have a fun time. I feel similar. I don't need this epic scale that the last two movies had. Something smaller would be very appreciated, I feel. And I think that's what we're going to get. I appreciate your POV, Cam. Thank you. You see the Megalodon size buff? I did. Very cool. Eric, I've been doing pretty good. I got my bachelor's degree in wildlife biology last year. In about a week, I'm heading off to seasonal technician position tracking mountain quail with radio telemetry. I don't have to say that word. Which I'm excited about. Other than that, I've been doing a lot of birding and hanging out with my friends. That sounds awesome, Eric. I'm so happy for you. Go, Eric. What a cool guy. That is really cool, though. I like that I'm proud of you. I'm proud you've made one of your interests into a possible career path. It's very cool. Papo's supposed fall-off can be attributed to their recent stuff being more centered, I don't know, to the collectors rather than being children's toys doubling as cool, well-sculpted pieces. Interesting. Jurassic World Dominion is impressively bad. It is. Dino Man, where'd you go to school? Okay. If Jurassic World Rebirth does want to be serious, then the D-Rex could be the movie's saving grace. Basically a tragic, confused, maybe in pain animal. What the Indoraptor should have been. I agree. I don't think they took enough chances with the Indoraptor, you know? Oh, thank you, Cameron. No problem, Eric. Love you, bro. They didn't take enough chances with the Indoraptor, really. Anyway, God. I could go on and on about the failed Jurassic World movies that came out. Thoughts on the new large Howling Good Argentinosaurus models? I saw David Spinal Dude's review of that. It looks cool. One thing, I have a big gripe, and it's large sauropod models. Sadly, one of the few Hammond Collection figures that are available all the time is the Brachiosaurus, and I would love to have it, but where am I going to put that? It is literally bigger than some dogs. Like, it is huge. I've got to worry about a Spino on the way. I've already got a T-Rex and a Giga and a Therizinosaurus, and it's large sauropod figures are just more hassle than they are worth, in my opinion. Especially when you don't want your models taking up all your space. Like, I have a very small space for my Hammond collection figures, and I don't want it to spread, I want it to keep it nice, clean, and contained. Cam, what was your favorite year to be around in DinoTube? I joined late around the pandemic during Cola when the OG run was dying off. I would say probably like 2018, 2019 was peak DinoTube. That was a good time. Views were high, vibes were high, community was high. It was a good time. So yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what game to play, because I cannot focus on Marvel Rivals right now. I can't do that. I tried playing Quick Match, and I just couldn't do it. It's a chill game. I don't know. Who really knows? I'm gonna put Bellatro on. Get gambling. Play Among Us. That is not a chill game. Sorry, I have to finish my protein shake. I was at the gym earlier. What figures do you have left from your old collection? I have all my figures, but they are all at home in storage. I live in a flat away from my family home where I started my YouTube channel, and they're all still there. In case I have children one day or something, I'm sure that would be fun for them. I miss starting a collection, buying in bulk stuff from Everything Dinosaur, Dinosaur Time, several Safari Limited or Collecte figures. I did that as well. It was a good time. I do, now that I'm older and I have bills to pay and stuff, I do appreciate the slower output of collecting a line like the Hammond collection. So yeah, I'm enjoying not as much just buying so much stuff now. I saw a theory somewhere that the Jurassic World Dominion Atrociraptor could be a perfected Indoraptor. It personally doesn't make sense to me, but what do you think of it? I don't know. I think they just threw it in because they wanted another raptor, to be honest. I don't know. Don't get me started. The more you think about Dominion, the less it makes sense. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I've seen lots of praise for that one scene in Dominion where the Giga and Rexy fight over the deer, but it feels like a fluke for plot reasons they couldn't have them fight yet. The whole the Giga was so poorly done in Dominion. It did nothing. It did nothing for a whole film, and then was brutally murdered. Jesus Christ, Dagon. Dagon Dash just sent me $20. Why have you done that? Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That's very kind. That's insane. You're an insane person. Someone has just funded my next Hammond collection purchase. Or maybe half of it, if I have to buy off eBay in the UK, where they sell small Hammond collection figures for £50. It's $60. Crazy. Anyway, thank you so much, Dagon. That is insane. What a guy. What an absolute legend. I much appreciate 2 figures a year now. That I really don't get Beast of the Mesozoic that works out really well for me. I much appreciate 2 figures a year now. Now that I really only get Beast of the Mesozoic... Okay, I see what you mean now. Yeah, it's nice going at a slow pace. Glad to see you come back to YouTube a lot. You're so kind, Dagon. That is actually crazy. You're a legend. Hammond collection looks cool, but nothing will beat the hype around the OG Mattel Fallen Kingdom wave. I have the Aloe Berry Impossible Indoraptor. Are they rare? I don't think they're rare, because I think the people that collect Mattel standard line Jurassic World figures are too dumb and young and just consume to care about older figures in that line, even though the quality was 10 times better. That first Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom line, I collected that religiously, and that was some of the most fun I've had collecting ever. It was so hype whenever you got a figure and could upload a video to YouTube. It was so good. the community buzz around that Mattel first wave was just insane. That was amazing. You've taken me back. Glad I've read that. I feel like the Jurassic World Dominion Atrociraptor theory only was invented due to the fact that they both chase lasers. What is the Indoraptor? A murder cat now, or just a regular cat? I guess. Yeah, I don't know. People are pulling at straws trying to make sense of that film. I do like the Atrociraptor design though. Am I like a dumbass or something? It feels like a dog. You know, it's got a dog face. I've got a pre-order in for the Hammond Collection one because it's not been available anywhere. It was an eBay pre-order that I had to put in for almost £30, which is like what, $35-40. Crazy, absolutely crazy. But I'm excited for it to arrive in like another week or something. I think. Don't know. Expect a review. Appreciate the kind words, bro. To go into legend. Haven't collected in a minute, but I got the Thrasher Rex from the Lost World a month ago, and now I want to get the Hammond Collection Giga. But I heard they're making a Spino. You heard anything about that? They are. There should be a Spino coming out this year, along with a Stegosaurus, which, if you follow me on Instagram, I made a wish list of Hammond Collection figures, and they were two of my like 5 figures that I wanted, and it's taken this long. I think the figures were, I did 2 small figures, 2 medium, and 1 large. So there was a Pachycephalosaurus that was instantly made after. I wanted a small Compy pack. We don't have that. Carnotaurus was on there. We got that. Then Stegosaurus and Spinosaurus. So still 3 haven't been made to have. 2 are on the way. Where is my Compy pack, Mattel? Huh? The Compies don't get enough love, man. Have you watched Jurassic... Oh, I've skipped someone, sorry. I stopped collecting the Mattel Jurassic World figures around the Primal Attack line. Other than the occasional small figure, there's Zunis in particular I like. The main line just fell off hard. It just sucks. It just sucks. And it's so oversaturated with random species that aren't in any film or media. And it's like they all look the same. Who cares, you know? Call me a grumpy old man, but I don't know. It's at some point enough's enough. Like you just have to. They need to do more improving on older figures, like especially with the Hammond Collection. I think this is a big issue. I think they should do a lot of reissues on older figures and remakes and retools because not a lot of people got those early figures. Like they were hard to get. They didn't sell them in the UK. They literally did not until a year later almost. So yeah. Have you watched Jurassic World Chaos Theory? No, I haven't. I've not really been intrigued to watch any of the Camp Cretaceous kind of stuff. I like the Malta chase sequence, and you're not alone liking the Atrociraptors, as they bring the franchise back to their roots with their predatory dromaeosaurs. I did like that. I was sick of Blue running around. I did like that they were there. I didn't think it was a great use. Like, there wasn't a great scene. But it was fine. It was one of the better parts of the movie, I guess. A little nonsensical, but still good. But yeah, that's a good fact. I didn't really consider that. The Jurassic World Dominion Theory had the best scene to its name, but I feel like that scene caused people to overrate its design. Yeah, it definitely could be a better design. I don't think the scene's even that great. Once again, when you're sifting through shit, you might find a couple speckles of gold in there. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. But yeah. You get what I mean. You seen the toy leaks for Rebirth? I have. They don't look great, but I think the Quetzal figure looks good. It's not a great design, really. They had a good design. They've downgraded a bit. But we'll wait for the movie. But the actual figure looks pretty good. I'm kind of surprised that they aren't making an Indom this year, since it will be the 10-year anniversary of Jurassic World. Oh well. Oh well, I guess. I would rather the Spino first, because I think that's highly requested. And then let the Indom come out. It's a collector's line for movies that came out 30-odd years ago. We can wait another year. It doesn't have to coincide, you know? Not every anniversary has to be a big event. in these toy lines, because a lot of the time they aren't profitable, and then companies are less incentivized to do that again. So I think just release things on demand, you know? The fact that Mattel hasn't made a Maya Sora, even though it's canon to the books, but they made a million fragmentary or dubious genera. Yes, that is my point. There's so many other things. How would you rank the Jurassic Park films from your favorite to least favorite? I want to do a video on this, but I will do it here because this won't get as many views. Jurassic Park 1 is my favorite, because I did a rewatch recently. I said this earlier. So I really decided then my current opinions on it. So Jurassic Park 1 is the best for me. Flawless movie. Then The Lost World. Then Jurassic World. Then Jurassic Park 3. And they all dip maybe a point in quality. Except for 3 and World, which are kind of close. I don't mean quality. I guess point in as like a score. So like Jurassic Park's a 5. Then The Lost World's a 4. Okay, maybe Jurassic World's a 4 as well. Then Jurassic Park 3 is a 3. And then Fallen Kingdom is a 2.5. Dominion's a 2. So that's my ranking. Now that the dust has settled, will you tell us what you have had in mind for the Scrap DI revival season that was scrapped, if you still remember? I do remember. I guess I can tell you some stuff. So Buck lost a horn. Buck was this Triceratops figure. I cut off a horn and modified the figure. He was going to wake up on a riverbed, like totally bleeding everywhere and not really have any memory of what happened. And he was kind of going to go. He was going to go on a journey, joining like different groups of herbivores, and we'd see carnivores from the previous seasons and herbivores from the previous seasons. Some would die. But he would be in search of... I was going to give him a daughter. It was going to be the Papo Trike baby, I guess. And he was going to be in search of them, getting like fragmentary memories of what happened to lead to his horn being removed in some way. And the inciting incident, I guess, is there's this... I was going to customize this black version of Bloodtooth. And it was going to be... from like, there was a T-Rex in the first episode of Dinosaur Island that wasn't Bloodtooth. It was going to be one of their offspring. And they were going to be like this super powerful T-Rex. That and then like a raptor pack attacked the Triceratops, or the Ceratopsian herd, and killed a few big members. And the child got separated. And then in the end, Buck would find the child and find the T-Rex, and there'd be a standoff. And then, yeah, I don't know, something would happen. I don't know. Jurassic... Which one of you... Oh my god, too many things to read. I have to go back. Which one do you think is the best, Indominus Rex or Giga? Indominus by far. So much better used in its movie. Which one of your series did you have the most fun working on from back in the day? Probably Billy. Billy was the most fun. Cenozoic was the most creative and interesting. So yeah, those are my two favorites. Jurassic World was interesting for me. At first I loved it. Then post-Dominion I hated it. And now I think it's okay and have a fun watch. That's fair. Good ranking. But anyways, I gotta go now. But you all have fun. Make new friends. Bye, Eric. Kisses. I freaking love Cenozoic. It's probably the most unique documentary-style DI type show. Thank you. Can you reveal what would have happened in the Billy Dimension Hopper episode 19, or you want to wait longer before you might ever do that? I can reveal. So Billy was poisoned in the final episode that came out. And what would happen is he would die at the start of the next episode and wake up in hell. And it'd be kind of like a Doom-themed episode where Billy, like, originally starts, he's, like, in this apocalyptic land. He meets some kooky characters. And then he, like, gets a meeting with the devil. And basically the demons are rising up against the devil itself. And the devil's like, yo, I don't know how to fix this, but I'm going to give you some mad powers. And Billy becomes the slayer and would have to kind of slay all the demons in a deal with the devil to escape hell. And then I think eventually, like, he'd be like, I've slayed the demons, and the devil would be like, haha, you're staying here, I lied. And then Billy would be like, you've given me the powers of a god, like, I could literally kill you. And then the devil would send him back up. And the whole time El Pequeño would be on the outside, like, trying to find, like, some kind of way to revive Billy. But it would all be in vain, as Billy would just wake up and El Pequeño would be like, oh shit. In his very mute way. But yeah, that would be the next episode. I miss the wilderness era of the 2000s and early 2010s before Jurassic World, where it was only the dino docs and walking with providing the backdrop for my interests in prehistoric stuff. Cool time. Yeah. I get what you mean. The appeal of Billy's character to me has been how he always just found himself into random, sometimes cosmic scale situations. Yeah. That was always fun. It was a fun show to do at the time. Like, I think looking back, it's a bit cringe and not that great. But at the time, like, it was very fun and people loved it, so it was good to make. What did you think of Life on Our Planet? Personally, it was poorly executed because it was obviously just a cash in on the prehistoric planet hype. I guess so. I kind of liked it though. I liked just seeing all the different time periods and stuff. Did you have plans on reviving Billy when you released the remade intro? You out to your creative, all into it. Modern DI was to Gibson what Cenozoic was to you. I guess so. I was gonna revive it, but I just kind of lost interest in making those kind of series. I don't know. It was a lot of work. Sorry, I'm leaving, but holy shit. Billy was about to go hard. Really stop before some crazy stuff. Okay, now bye. Yeah, my plans for Billy were gonna go pretty big, and I am very just crazy. I was gonna go off. I had so many episodes planned out. But yeah, I just kind of couldn't get myself to do it. Didn't have the motivation really. Also, what was the point of using Jurassic World designs in a dinosaur documentary? I don't know. Life on Our Planet leaned too much in super epic cool dinosaurs that they dropped accuracy. The Tyrannosaurs in both shows are just night and day. Yeah. Based opinion. Oh, shit. Oh, I don't know. I can't do this. Yeah. I've caught up with chat, finally. It only took half an hour. But, yeah, it's kind of nice to get those plans for those series out in the open. Because I don't think I'll ever do them, but, yeah. I had some good plans. But the best laid plans go to ruin, you know? Sometimes life just gets in the way. But I'm enjoying my new stuff I've been doing. It's fun. It's creative in a different way. But yeah, I don't know. Lamo, the hardest part about filming those series had to be the constant kneeling. Oh my god. My knees are fucked now. Like, I don't know if it's because of that, but oh my god. Just crouched down is just awful. The Hatseg scene Prehistoric Planet 2 has to be one of the most, oh god, chilling scenes in recent paleo media, and all it needed was some regular old prehistoric creatures. Yeah. It was a good scene. Very good. I train myself to be able to sit with my legs crossed for hours on end, just so I don't have to kneel. That's very wise of you. You have a sage-like knowledge, you know? Sage-like wisdom, even. That's what you say. I feel like your series like Billy and your personal stuff like Cenozoic are your strong suit. I find it difficult returning to older projects as they are not indicative of who I am now to 6 years ago. Yeah, that's true. I did like making them, and people really loved them. And I was proud that I kind of grew out of the DIR shadow in some ways. Like they were my two most popular series for towards the end of my like most that kind of era of doing those kind of things. Like I was kind of happy to kind of grow my own wings a little bit. Not that I didn't like DI. I'm very grateful of the opportunity I was given. But yeah, I don't know. It was nice making your own stuff up. But yeah, I tried filming that next episode of Billy so many times, and I just couldn't. I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. Imagine someone asked this earlier, but what are you up to nowadays outside of YouTube/collecting? Just chilling, just living life. Just a lot of self-improvement, working on myself. I had a few mental health issues for a couple of years, so I've just been kind of building myself back up and just living a healthier lifestyle. So yeah, it's mainly what I'm concerned with at the moment. Billy Dimension Hopper being kind of cringe adds to its charm. As much as I'd like to have seen the unmade episodes, I feel like it wouldn't be the same. Yeah, it just wouldn't. It was you had to be there, you know? I think that's what stopped me from making it. I just couldn't capture the kind of childlike essence and cringe of it, I guess, anymore. That kind of makes it difficult. Like, I just couldn't capture the vibe. Do you think without Gibson, the other creators at the same time wouldn't have had the same caliber of content? He definitely raised the bar in my eyes for people to build off. Oh yeah, Gibson is the architect of that era of DinoTube. Like, he was the guy to follow. I, like, looked up to that man like a god. I love... Oh my god. What a Chad. When he released Dinosaur Island Season 4, oh my god. That raised the bar. And then that catapulted everything to different levels. So yeah. No, Gibson was definitely the guy to follow. He still is. He's still pushing the boat. He's still doing great. His newer stuff, like his Toady is the best a series like that has ever really been in the DinoTube community anyway. And his recent breakdowns have been very insightful and very well made. So yeah. Have you talked to Gibson recently? If so, how's he doing, if you can say? I haven't spoken to any of those guys properly. I've had a few messages with them, but I don't know, like, this whole YouTube scene just wasn't a part of my life for a while, and they're very closely connected to it, so I'd love to reconnect, but no, I just didn't speak to them for a while. I was busy just trying to figure myself out, living my life. I kind of fell away. I let them fall to the wayside, which I regret because they're great guys and very good friends. So yeah, I would definitely like to reconnect though. For as nostalgic as Dinosaur Island will remain, Toady might be my favorite show in DinoTube. Toady, I watched, so I didn't watch it coming out, but I recapped all of it. I watched it, and it's very funny. It's very good. I like Toady very much. Are you planning to be more active on YouTube? Well, I think considering I've posted 2 videos this week, yes. You saying you can't recapture the feel of Billy is what I meant earlier and how people change and finding it difficult to pick up projects from years ago. Yeah. I definitely agree. It's hard to go back and you kind of feel like an imposter in those, trying to go back into like the role you previously had, the mindset you previously had. When you've changed, like I'm a very different person to how I was back in the day, but obviously there's still elements there, and I still have, it's still me. But it'd be very difficult trying to film those series now. So yeah, I could write them. I definitely could write them, but just actually the activity of filming and voicing all the characters, like I don't know if I could do that, but who knows, So yeah. But it's nice doing a live again. I don't think I've done a live in many years now. It's nice chatting to everyone. I'm not trying to be cynical or wag a finger in your face and say you can't make more Billy if you don't want to. Go for it. I believe in you. No, no, no. I'm the one saying this. I don't think I can make Billy anymore. Unfortunately. But yeah, I just can't. I mean, for one, I don't live in that house anymore that has all those figures that I have and all those random things. I'm limited in what I have here, and I don't want to go home every week or 2 weeks or a month just to sit down and film Billy for an afternoon. Like, it's not going to happen. So that's a big roadblock there, for example. But yeah. I was floating the idea of like a Misfits with my Hammond collection figures, but once again, it's a similar thing. Like, I just don't think I can do it. It's not really. I don't know. It's not the content I really want to make anymore. I'm gonna go soon. For last question, why did you choose the AAA Utah Raptor for Billy? I couldn't tell you. I think he just looked like a funny little guy, you know? So yeah. I don't know. There's no big lore. I think it's also funny because it's a Utah Raptor. It says Utah Raptor on the bottom, but it's clearly a Dilophosaurus, and I think that really, just noticing that made the figure quite comical to begin with. So I think that's what made me choose that, because I was like, what is going on here? This is such an interesting figure. Oh no, sorry to hear that you've had mental health issues in the past couple of years. That really sucks. I hope everything gets better for you with that here. No, I'm doing great now. I'm the best I've ever been now, but I definitely took a lot of growth and self-improvement to get to this point. But I appreciate your concern. Just joined in. What did I miss? We've been talking about everything. I talked about how DIR Season 4 was going to go. I talked about what the next episode of Billy was going to be. You've missed a lot of secrets, but you can watch after the stream's out. Wait, are you okay, Camo? Yeah, I'm fine, Zach. I'm good. I was talking about in the past. I'm in a very good place right now. Can you provide insight on Misfits Wasteland? It felt very mean-spirited when I watched it during the time because of all the swearing and attitude of the series. It did have its moments, though. I don't know. I think when you're making DinoTube content, it's very annoying to get trapped in a kid-friendly space when in your normal life, that's not how you are. I was a little scumbag at school, just saying whatever I wanted. And I think I tried to channel that rage into some kind of creative outlet, and that's what Misfits of the Apocalypse or whatever it was. So yeah, and just Misfits in general. Can you... I've read that comment. The Collecte Dilo is Billy's son. How crazy is that, by the way? I saw that Collecte Dilo come out, and I went, that is literally the Billy the Dimension Hopper figure remade. Is that not crazy? I literally made a joke like I did a collab with Collecte. Crazy. They literally ripped the AAA Utah Raptor skin and put it on this new figure. So I think that's insane. So I'm assuming Misfits of the Apocalypse is cancelled. Obviously. Well, how many years ago did the last episode come out? But yeah. I just want to say that you and the rest of the big Dino Tubers really made like my middle school years. I spent way too much time in the Discord over the summer of 2019. I think we all did, really. But I really appreciate hearing that, man. That means a lot. You guys made my years back then as well. This was my life for a while. So yeah, now it's a little bit of a side kind of thing I'm trying to do, but that was a lot of my social interactions and just stuff. Yeah, it was a good time. But there are good times ahead, guys. There are good times ahead. Lots of new content coming out. Possibly. We'll see how long this creative burst lasts. Have you seen the Schleicher Caradontosaurus? It's definitely one of the better ones. I haven't seen it, actually. Sorry, I have no more insight. Even if everyone is growing up, and it's not really ever going to be quite the same, I still think it was a lot of fun for me and a lot of other people. I agree. It was a great time. When is Cenozoic episode 4 coming? I will probably never continue the story of Cenozoic, but I wouldn't be against like a Cenozoic snapshot series where it'd be like random episodes every 6 months to a year. You know, I wouldn't hate that. But I'm just done with telling like locked in episodic series, you know. But I do like filming Cenozoic models and giving a bit of life to them. So that's maybe the only series I would consider doing anything for at this point. But that is not a promise in any way. Now that you mentioned the Collectidilophosaurus, it kind of looks like how the JP novel described the Dilo. Fair. The Discord groups was crazy, lol. It's weird coming across an old chat. This whole online community feels like a whole different life. Yeah, it's crazy. My equivalent of finding out Santa wasn't real was finding out Schleich was bad on here. Yeah. I also used to like Schleich. True. Bioniclesaurus did kill the cast with Cenozoic. Fuck, how could I forget this? God. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. that's lore accurate there. Yeah. Thoughts on Thor: Love and Thunder? Disappointing, but had some redeeming qualities. I like the fight scenes, but comedy was very lacking. Could you see yourself doing commentary tracks / featurettes over your series? I could, but I don't know. It's maybe I'm not opposed to it, but some of the older stuff, like, there's no point. So, because it's like, this is a child playing with toys, which is what it all is, but some of it was had more thought behind it, and I think Billy could be a good one. I could do a commentary over all the Billy episodes, maybe, or some of them, choice ones. What kind of videos do you like creating? I don't know. Right now I like doing my reviews, obviously. I find the least interesting aspect of my reviews actually doing the review, though. I like the filming and trying to capture a vibe off it. But then when I actually have to voice over it and say my thoughts, that's not as exciting. But it's necessary. I do have opinions on the figures, and I guess people want to hear them. And I don't know what you'd call it if I just showed like footage of a figure and just had some cool music playing and some nostalgic kind of effects on it. But yeah, I enjoy reviewing at the moment. After getting the Collecte Cerato 2 years ago, I now get why it's your logo. I actually have never owned the Collecte Cerato. I don't know why it's my logo. I think my logo evolved from like each new Cerato figure that came out. And I just never got the Collecte one, but it was the newest one, so it had to be my logo. Out of all the one-off skits, which one had the most potential to be a series? Capro Dundee, Jurassic Housewives, etc. I don't know. I think the only one that had potential was Billy. And I did make a series out of that. And then just incorporated other things. Yeah, I don't know if I'd turn any of them into something bigger, really. I think they're good as skits, you know? Was your profile pic the Papo Carno when you began, or am I tripping? It was, yeah. And then it became the Safari Cerato, then the Papo Cerato, and then the Collecte Cerato. So, yeah. But thankfully someone drew me a lovely profile picture, which I have never changed, because it's so nice, and I couldn't make a better one, so, yeah. It's the profile picture lore. But yeah. In the reviews I've done, I really like adding shots of like Jurassic Park in there, filmed from my TV, because I think it gives that just nostalgic feeling that I want to put across, and just, I don't know, I kind of want to show the figures like in life, like in my life, like, oh, I'm like chilling, uh, I'm having a good time, and this is how the figures kind of fit in, and they're just in my room, just looking cool, and that's all I want. There's too many reviews out there that are just like a blank space background, and it's giving so many statistics. Like, here, this is a swivel joint in the leg. Like, you already know. If you're watching my review, you've seen one that's more in depth. I want to show you a figure just looking cool and kind of telling my general opinions on it. I'll say some highlights, and the big thing I want to talk about is, like, should you buy this figure? Because I feel like that's important. Like, the figure can be as good as you want, but I was saying in the Giga one, like, I like the design, and that's why I bought it, because it's a perfectly good figure off that design, and that's really, I don't know, that's all you need, really. There's too much stuff in reviews. You already like skip past most of it, whereas I want like constant, unrelated, just cool footage of the figure, with just thoughts scattered around, and maybe some extra video footage to highlight a point. Still waiting for destroying the Schleich Plesiosaur. He still stands undestroyed in my house. He's got it coming. Opinions on Carnegie Spino, and how do you recommend someone from the UK to get one? I think I got mine off like Dinosaur Time back in the day. I don't know how they sell it. I like that figure though. Yeah, it's a fun figure. Nostalgic in many ways. So yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. Reviews aren't what they used to be. Every Dino Tube could have reviewed the same dinky safari figure, and each would be different and have buzz around it, from Matthew to Gibson to Kiki. They were different. Yeah, I don't know. It's just these solely like review channels that are just, I don't know. There's a few I like, but there's something just, I don't know. It's too formulaic. What's your favorite place to buy figures? Well, I buy Hammond Collection, so Amazon is the only place that really does it. There are no physical retailers in the UK, to my knowledge, which sucks. It sucks greatly. Favorite food? Ooh, favorite food. I love a chicken burger. Recently, I've just been loving chicken burgers, Great stuff. A fast food chicken burger. I tried to kind of rank all the fast food chicken burger places. And yeah, I'm having fun with that occasionally when I get one. So yeah, chicken burgers or pizza. Pizza's pretty good. Or steak. I love a steak. There are many good food options out there. So yeah. I've gotten a few new figures since my Hammond collection video. The Allosaurus is one of them. You've seen that. And then recently, my newest figure. I paid a lot of money for this guy, considering, but I tracked down the Hammond collection Corythosaurus because I missed out on him, and I wanted to get him. So here he is. Very nice. Do you have a list of figures to destroy? No. I feel like I'm a lot less rageful these days. I've seen some Hammond collection Raptors and Smiths. Really? Wow. Pop off Smiths. That's crazy. I'll have to check it out. What is your favorite figure? Favorite figure. I don't know. Maybe the Collecte Daedon. I really like that figure. Any Collecte Cenozoic mammal. I swear chicken burgers is a food spawned as a post-pandemic food in the UK. Yeah, I feel like that's true. Haven't had a fried chicken sandwich in months. In the middle of fight camp right now, but after the fight, I'm ODing on fries, chicken, and ice cream and going broke at the strip club. Oh my god. That's good, man. That's good. I've recently changed my diet. I'm eating a lot less crap. I think in the past couple months, I've lost 6.5 kilos, which is I think is okay. But yeah, I still have days where I eat. I'm not like super strict, but I used to have a really bad diet, so losing a few kilos, very happy. I don't know what that is in pounds, like 14 pounds or something. So yeah, feeling healthy. I still get a little chicken burger every now and then. You gotta have a little chicky burger, you know. Damn, good work, bro. Thank you, thank you. I literally have just been eating less and lifting more weights, and that is it. It's very fun. I was at the gym just before this. So yeah, good stuff, good stuff. That is my cool place. Have you explored any other creative outlets or just other video making genres / outlets? Not real. I don't know. I painted some Warhammers a couple years ago. That was fun. I went through a big Gundam building phase. That was a fun little hobby I had. But I don't know about creative outlets really. But yeah, I've been looking at a lot of hobbies. I went through a rock climbing phase. I think I still want to get back into that, but I was doing a lot of bouldering. So yeah, just looking for hobbies all the time. I go through many hobbies. Vinyl collecting at the moment. I got this cool vinyl the other day. As I'm sure you've seen in my reviews, guys. Got this MF Doom Food album. I'd never listened to much MF Doom before I bought it, but people recommended it so much, I was like, well, I'm just gonna buy it, and hopefully it's good. And it is. It's very good. Bouldering is sick. It is very sick. Did you ever watch Primeval? I did. I watched a lot of Primeval as a child, and I had figures from it as well. Crazy. I had a Future Predator figure. I wish I knew where it was. Would you be interested if someone other than you continued Cenozoic? People can do whatever they want. I don't care. Was Dinosaur Z canon to Mesozoic Bedroom, or was Mesozoic Bedroom canon to Dinosaur Z? I don't remember what the canon for all that was. It was all mapped out, but I'm drawing a blank. I think they were canon to each other, is what the consensus was in the end, but that was many years ago. It's hard to remember. Hard to remember. Dinosaur Z, one of the only series I finished, I believe. One of my worst. I would never rewatch that. You couldn't pay me to rewatch Dinosaur Z. Oh god. It was like DIR, but just worse. In somehow. But it was fun at the time. It was fun at the time. It was never really well received though. People didn't love it. Fair enough, really. That's what I'd say to that. Fair enough. I tried a lot of cookie shit back in the day, just trying to see what would stick. I think Dinosaur Z was supposed to be set after Mesozoic Bedroom. But yeah. Anyway. Once again, I've caught up with the chat. Very sad. Nothing to discuss. General Tyrannus shouting for Schleich. God. People love that show. I'm not sure why. What do you think of Dinosaur Horror? I've been watching this one series by a user named Paleo Void. Dinosaur Horror is very cool. I've watched a few people play like dinosaur horror games, and it's very cool. Dinosaurs aren't depicted as scary enough in media. They're very terrifying creatures. Wait, what did you say when I asked you to watch a video I didn't hear? Yes, I think I would. I don't know. I gotta go for the night, but this was a crazy blast of nostalgia. I wish you the best, man, and whatever you do in the future. Thank you, man. Stay around the channel, see what happens. Hopefully, I produce content you enjoy. But thanks for dropping in. I do feel in a way like DinoTube's kind of like, I feel like it's the most active it's been in a while, but maybe that's because I'm biased because I'm here. But I feel like a lot of the big guys are uploading again. You know, Kiki's back, which is great. Dino Man's still been uploading consistently for ages. Same with Gibson, same with David. So we're all here now. I don't know. I don't know. Do you know what? One of my favorite things is Kiki and sorry, I always call him Kiki. Aiden and Gibson's podcast. That's my Dinosaur Island. I want that back. Now that's a great podcast. Sometimes I listen to it and just while I'm doing other things. But alas, it's been 2 years now, I think. No more episodes. DinoTube is gone, but nostalgia is still remaining. True. It was surprising to see Kiki come back out of nowhere. Yeah. Yeah. I think that kind of inspired me to give it another go. I was very inspired by Gibson and Kiki's newer things. People are uploading, it just feels disbanded outside of the odd Aquapot CE shitpost. Fair. Camo, you and Bio are one of my inspirations for my own toy videos. Oh, that's great to hear, Zach. You've changed your name as well. Are you not Zachosaurus? What happened? But glad to hear we're an inspiration. Gibson is one of my biggest inspirations, so I'm glad to be one of yours as well, alongside that very cool man. His name's Billy. Oh, yeah. Oh no, caught up with the chat moment. This is terrible. This will not do. Crying. Fave Dino Doc. Dinosaur Revolution has slept on hard as killer designs and good storytelling. Favorites? It's gotta be no, it's gotta be Prehistoric Park. I don't think that counts, but it's good ass show, you know. Speaking of DinoTube returns, Galoppy 605 coming back was interesting. I was never a Galoppy 605 watcher. I think I was too new school for him. So yeah, but that's cool. He's back. That was my original name. What's your name now? Zachary enters the new world. Very cool. Very nice. My wife. Little Borat there for you. It's my new character I've been working on. Borat. I think I might run into copyright issues there though. Do you all remember Hoops and Dino Man? I do, yeah. Dinozilla 2009. My goat! Hoops and Dino Man. I remember him. Not very well, but I think I'm a silly man. You put me onto Django Unchained years ago. Thank you for that. No problem, man. I'm glad my terrible spoof Mango Unchained really put you onto that. I'm glad. Were you ever into Lego? I used to love Lego as a kid. Lego's great. I was big into Halo Mega Bloks, actually. That was probably my biggest thing. But Lego, I collected a lot of Star Wars The Clone Wars stuff when that was coming out. So yeah, what else did I get? Toy Story Lego. I had a lot of Toy Story Lego. And what else? What else? Were the Halo Mega Blocks used in Cenozoic? Yeah, I think so. I used Warthogs, Mega Blocks Warthogs, and I think the Hunters were Call of Duty Mega Blocks, which I had a few of because they were like, you know, normal guys with guns. So yeah, I've used Mega Blocks a lot in my channel, I think, as like just people because they scaled okay with the models, I guess. So yeah, they were a good use. Good tip there for you guys if you need humans for something. Mega Blocks is pretty good. They're just small action figures, really, as opposed to Lego, which is very obviously Lego. So yeah, there you go. A little tidbit for you there. Dagon, gonna head out, bro. It's great seeing you back and talking to you after so long. We'll stay tuned for sure. Awesome, Dagon. Once again, thank you so much for the dono earlier. That was crazy. I think that must be the biggest donation I've had on the channel. That was so out of nowhere. That really really made my night. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And I wish you luck in your fight camp. I'll stay tuned on the Instagram to see what gets on there. I also remember tuning into Toady from Bio and hearing his name is holy. He travels all around, yada yada yada. That was funny. Toady is a very funny show. It's it was kind of like it was like Billy taken further. If I continued Billy up until now, I'd hope it'd be a similar quality, but it was like the evolution of that, and that's very cool. But obviously it was inspired by many other shows that did the exact same thing before. Billy's main... Oh no, it wasn't Billy. Misfits' main inspiration was definitely Red versus Blue in the YouTube show. Billy, I don't know. Originally, obviously, it was a bit of Rick and Morty in there, but it wasn't really that in the end. I'm going to leave as well, Cam, to bed. Nice talking to you and wish to see you in the best life in YouTube. I can see you've come a long way. Thank you very much, man. Thanks for tuning in. My toy series is called The Hall of Justice. Watch episode 10, season 2. I was thinking about doing a watching like 3 DinoTube shows kind of series where I'd watch like 3 different episodes of a random series in the new community. So it could be on there, but I don't know if I'll ever do that. But that was an idea for the new content. So yeah, I don't know, but that could be interesting. Check the chat. I've caught up again. Terrible. How could this happen? I'm playing Marvel Rivals again, if anyone wants to know what I'm doing on off screen. I'm a Scarlet Witch main, as well as an Adam Warlock main as well. Very fun. If anyone plays that game. You should definitely watch. You should definitely. Oh my god! You should definitely watch Prehistoric Valley by my friend Scrubwood Studios. Cool. I don't really watch many series like that anymore, is the thing. But I'd be interested to maybe do it for like a video. But just in my personal time, it's just not. It's not super interesting to me. I prefer the kind of comedic stuff. Like Toady. But yeah, I don't know. I'm still just getting back into this kind of stuff. I don't really know who's in the community or what's going on. But yeah. Which is interesting. After being so heavily involved for many years. Understandable. Cool. Glad we came to an understanding. I also want to thank you for most of my childhood. I always watched Dinosaur Island Revival. I first heard of Cenozoic animals from you. Thanks so much. Oh, wow. That's interesting. I'm glad I educated you a little bit on Cenozoic animals. They're very cool. You are a Cenozoic animal, I believe, technically. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, no, there's so much interesting stuff after and before dinosaurs that don't get enough spotlight. And that's what I really love seeing in media. Is, just the other time periods, you know? Dinosaur schminosaur, that's what I say. But, yeah. I saw that there was a Smilodon in Camp Cretaceous or something. Crazy. Crazy. But why haven't they done that in more, in like the films? Give me a mammoth, you know? Why not? I feel like that would be easier to clone than a dinosaur. But, you know, considering we can pretty much do that anyway. That's not even science fiction. That would just be science. Very excited about Colossal, the company. They're bringing mammoths back, possibly. I think it's mammoths, thylacines? Tasmanian tigers, and dodos. With mammoths being first in the way. Very cool. Did you ever think you'd live at the same time as a mammoth? I mean, they're not like true mammoths, but still. Crazy. Crazy. Coming soon. Incredible times we live in. Sorry, I have to lock in here. It's a very crucial moment. Let's see if I get the alt off. Fuck. I died. Guys, the chat is slow. You guys are... Sorry, I sound very ungrateful. Thank you for being here. But, I want to talk, guys. Come on. Throw some random shit out here. I don't bite, I swear. I want to let you know that... Oh. Message retracted. There's another Jurassic World chaos theory. What does that mean? Like the Kenner line? I've come to appreciate Cenozoic creatures. I currently have an unfinished script for a DI type show revolving this. Probably won't come to life. That's what happens to many shows, but don't let it beat you up, you know? Just do what you want to do. But there's definitely not enough shows, at least back in the day, that had Cenozoic creatures in them. But there weren't many Cenozoic animal models back in the day either, so... What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Sorry, I spelled something wrong and had to do the whole thing. Fair. How much money would you need to be paid to count all the blades of grass in your yard? That's a tough one. I'd say I'd need... I mean, just thinking how long it would take. I'm kind of cheap, though. I'd probably do it for like 10 grand. I could get that done in a weekend, maybe. Reed Richards, a.k.a. the smartest man alive. Wanda, Black Bolt can destroy you with one whisper from his mouth. Yeah, what an interesting movie Multiverse of Madness ended up being. I was very hopeful, but it was not. Didn't fully come to fruition. What happens if I do this? I'm back. I'm sorry. I don't know if I was on there or not. I had to check something on my phone. But I'm here. It would be a fun weekend project, Eric. Like Camp Cretaceous, but the kids are older in Chaos Theory. Oh, I've heard about that, yeah. Not interested, really. To be honest. I don't know. It's a bit too fanficky for me, this Camp Cretaceous Chaos Theory thing. You know, it's just... I don't know. It doesn't appeal to me. It doesn't appeal to me. I think Jurassic Park should have like a live action series. Like I don't know if I love this DreamWorks animation thing. But Fair. Fair. It's mainly for kids. I mean, that's the target audience, and I'm sure they love it. So, they're doing something right, I guess. But I'm really not incentivized to go watch it. Yeah. Too many named dinos I've heard in the series. And that is a big, like, we should never have started that. What do you think of One Piece? The One Piece is real. I've never seen One Piece. I think I've watched like a part of the first episode, but it didn't really hook me. And it's also like, isn't it like a huge show? Like I don't wanna get into that. Well, there's a Jurassic World 4 coming. I'm aware. I'm very excited. Chaos Theory is kind of fun. I'm glad you like it. I don't have the time really, and I'm watching. What am I watching at the moment? Succession. Like it's not really. It doesn't really. They don't really vibe together. So, yeah. Sorry. I feel like I've angered some of the people here by not liking it. I also met the voice actor of 3 different characters from One Piece today, so that was cool. That's awesome, man. I take it you like One Piece. It's kind of stupid, though, how they let Majunga kill Asuka. I don't know what happens in the show. You're spoiling, man. I'm not joking on God. That's cool, man. What was it, like, out in the wild? Or were you at, like, a con or something? I don't know. Who knows, really? Who knows? This man's a mystery. He's just meeting voice actors left and right. It's crazy. La-di-da-di-da. It was like a random thing my town center did, and they just pulled up. That's cool. I'm happy you met some One Piece voice actors. Yeah, Camp Cretaceous, I think, is often ironically really fun. Like, it's often so bad it's good. Chaos Theory is okay, much better than Camp Crap, but nothing insane. Fair, I think I watched half of season 1 of Camp Cretaceous, and I don't know. It wasn't for me. It wasn't for me. But I'm glad to hear it's just so bad it's good. We've had a few of those in the Jurassic franchise, and always makes for an interesting watch. Yeah. Do you like animals or dinosaurs? Yeah. What? How do I answer that question, Zach? Are dinosaurs not animals? I like both. Animals are cool. Dinosaurs are cool. Things are just cool, you know? Goodness gracious. Yeah, you ain't missing too much. Thank you, Eric. I'm glad I'm not missing out on, you know, potential life-changing things with Camp Cretaceous. I'm excited for this Jurassic Park game if it ever comes out. I feel like that would be fun. What do you think of toy photography, in specific dinosaur toy photography? I have some of mine in my profile page. Dinosaur toy photography is very cool. It's very cool. Good stuff. It's kind of everywhere now. There's so much of it. Yeah, who's to say they're not? Yeah. Just want to validate your opinion. Thank you, Eric. That's all I ever need in life. Just someone to validate my opinion. I need you around more often, really. What was the most obscure dinosaur you could name off the top of your head? Mine is Gigantospinosaurus. Oh, goodness. That's a tough one. I feel like an obscure dinosaur. I feel like most of them are just kind of obscure, no? I don't know. Most of the ones I know are from, like, have, like, a figure made, so everyone knows them. I don't know, I'd probably have to go with T-Rex. It's pretty obscure. Don't know if you've heard of it. It's kind of cool. There's quite a lot of research, surprisingly, on it. A lot of research, and it's a very, very obscure creature. Minyamawamtuka is much obscure dino. That's a very obscure dinosaur. I don't even believe you. I don't believe that's real. I think you've just made that up. That's how obscure it is. Only exists in Dino Man's head. Never heard of it. It must be obscure. T-Rex? Never heard of it. No. You guys should look into it. It's kind of cool. So Easter's coming. I'm excited to get some chocolate eggs. Mini eggs are back in shops. I love mini eggs. They're very good. What does it look like? So, Tarbosaurus. It's kind of similar to that. Yeah. I think that's how I describe it, maybe. Would you choose Spino or Rex? Because Spino killed Rex in JP Lost World. Well, for starters, Spinosaurus actually isn't in Jurassic Park The Lost World, so you're wrong there. I've got to go with T-Rex, but I like Spinosaurus. Let's go. Mawahamakaduka is very real, though I've never heard of T-Rex. You probably just made that up. Guys, I swear. Okay, see, it's like Tarbo, but not Tarbo. I can picture it vividly. Yeah. It's like Tarbo, but like if it was a bit more T-Rexy. You know what I mean? That's how I describe it. Yeah. What a silly conversation. But very fun. Very fun. Goodness. I'm getting slaughtered here. What games are you guys playing right now? Have you got a lot of gamers in the chat? Any gamers? I've been playing, Marvel Rivals, Warhammer, Space Marine 2. Those are the main two, I guess. Because T-Rex is the bigger cousin. Okay, now I'm thinking you've made T-Rex up. I've never heard of this creature. I lied. I just made it up. I'm not really a gamer anymore. I used to be really good at Fortnite like 5 years ago. Fair. Fair dues, man. Fair dues. I don't think I'll ever stop playing video games. It's too fun. Thoughts on the model companies, PS&O and GR Toys / How I'm Good. Never been my thing, but they make pretty cool models, so I guess I have a positive opinion of them. But I've never bought anything from them. I don't plan to, really. PC is too old to play games, and my PS4 controller is bad. My controller for my Xbox has stick drift, which is very fun. I'm planning on buying a new one. So, yeah. Yeah, but I still have Jurassic World Evolution downloading this. The first one. Why? I mean, dinos lived before us. That's a very objectively true statement. I love it. Guys, go watch my new videos, okay? Show me some support, please. I feel like I'm throwing stuff into the void. I'm just trying to make you guys happy. I remember when I was young and my mom went to a gym and they had a kid area where I could play Mario Kart on the Wii, and every tiny my cousins came over, we would play it with them, and next time we played, I was a lot better, and they thought I was cheating. Nice. I watched them. I thought the style was very nice. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Eric. I'm trying. I could do better, but I can't be bothered editing too much. So I kind of rush them out, but hey, at least you get consistent uploads. So that's a thing. I've watched them all. Videos recently have been very good. Thank you, Primal Films. I just need some kind words right now. I'm feeling very insecure about being a boomer on DinoTube. I feel that with the editing thing. Yeah, I just can't be bothered. I like with these reviews that, like, I'm just kind of throwing them together. And there's a bit of editing, but I can do it in, like, a few hours, and the video's good to go. And that's what DinoTube used to be, you know? I have enough experience now where I can minimize the editing and still have it be okay. But I literally do it from my phone in a few hours, and that's what it used to be like. It didn't used to be a multi-day thing, and I think that killed some of the joy as well. So just being able to get a creative burst, make an episode or a video or whatever, put it out there, it's just very satisfying. It's very fun. So yeah, I personally have been really enjoying your vids. Thank you. I appreciate it. What do you think is good for the next vid? What will I do for my next vid? I don't know. Probably another review. I've got so many to make on all these bloody Hammond collection figures. I'll probably do another review. But after that, I don't know. I want to do some news stuff again. I used to do news stuff. It's very easy content. And might help, like, regrow some of my following again, just so there's more community there. I want to do a I was saying earlier, I want to do a UK Hammond collection experience kind of thing. Just telling the world what it's like to try and collect this line, because it's not easy. It's very Hammond collection focused, I know. That's because that's my main interest that aligns with my channel at the moment. So that's why I'm covering it, because I have a passion for that at the moment. And it's one of the only toy lines I collect anymore. So, yeah. Nah, man, you're good. I'm getting flamed for becoming old too by my little brother, and him calling me grandpa a lot while I watch my old Dino Chip. I'm glad there's like-minded people. Thoughts on the new Cleggsy Forest Rackus? Very cool. I want. For the last few years, I just treat video editing as a hobby of mine. It's made YouTube much more enjoyable for me. That's a good, healthy way of looking at it. I'd like to get to that point. Have you sent the atrocities Schleich is making right now? Have I seen them? No, I haven't. Maybe that's a video I could do. Send me some terrible figures that have come out in the past few years. I could look at them. I just don't hold that rage anymore, though. It's kind of hard to channel. I've become too mellowed and calm in my old age. I used to be a fireball of anger. Your video with Collection Cenozoic, a replacement for Dippy, was funny. Yeah, well, Dippy was... I can't believe that figure came out to me like that. That was crazy. The Diplodocus made this year is terrible. That's not good. Damn you, Schleich. Well, I feel like collectors aren't... Like, Schleich must have lost a good chunk of their market, because, you know, they used to be the only people putting stuff out, really. You know, there wasn't many companies that made dinosaur models, and Schleich was the most affordable, so a lot of kids bought them, and some collectors would buy them when they made a good one. But now you've got Mattel, and I think they make so many more that just kids want. So they've lost a good chunk of their profits there. And then you've got these high-end qualities. You got Beast of the Mesozoic, and then you've got those kind of statue-esque kind of companies that must have taken their high collection line. So Schleich must honestly, for dinosaurs, it must not be very profitable for them anymore. So I don't think they're trying because of that. And fair enough, you know. Their niche in the market is kind of being eaten away at, is what I see. The Moros Intrepidus is horrible. Spino Dude recently made a review of it. I think I've seen that one. Not good. The Replicasaur Dinosuchus is a cool figure. Cool. I've not seen it, but down to check out. Instead of Dilophosaurus, it's Die. Interesting. Mattel just made a figure of a dino that we only know of from a footprint, and people are not happy nor mad. Ugh. Like, fair enough, Mattel want to make all these figures of random, obscure dinosaurs. I think they're losing track of what the line is. It's a Jurassic Park / like, world line. But they're just making, like, random little dinosaur figures and throwing any name. It's like they get given a random dinosaur name, and they're like, it's kind of like this, I guess. And they're just making... I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it's too much. It's too much random shit. A bit of focus is needed. I mean, the quality dipped drastically for starts. Mattel will make random species, but not anything from the canon. Honestly, like, why aren't they just, like, updating the old dinosaurs more, you know? They did it with the Triceratops, that was good. But no. Do you have a pet? My girlfriend has a cat. So he's cool. I used to have a hamster, he died. So no, I'm petless at the moment. Thoughts on the new Cenozoic mammal model company, Earth Story? I've not seen them, but I'd be very interested in finding out more. Do you have any tips for killing off main characters in Dinosaur Islands? I made one, and I got too many. Just do it, man. I don't know. Just give him a good send-off. You know, give him a dramatic fight scene. Or a tragic end. Rip hamster. Yeah, he lived very long, though. He was a Russian dwarf hamster, which typically live, like, 1 to 2 years, maybe 3. He lived to 3 years, so he did a good job. He got the max life expectancy. Pretty much. So, yeah. But he's gone now. Rest in peace. Wow, old man hamster. He was very old. He was, like, blind. His legs didn't really work at the end. It's very sad. Have you seen Life on Earth series on Netflix? I have, yeah. It's okay. My brother's betta fish lived for 4 to 5 years. Nice. I don't know how long a betta fish is supposed to live, but 4 to 5 years sounds good for a fish. My fish lore is... I don't know too much fish lore, I'm afraid. 6 months. I think. Interesting. Well, that's pretty good. I was born 4 to 5 years ago. Wow! I don't think you should be having a YouTube channel. You're maybe a little too young. But yeah. I actually do own something from Camp Cretaceous. I have this figure here. This came in a giant Kinder Easter egg that my girlfriend's mom bought me because it was Jurassic World themed. And it came with this Bumpy figure. The best part is you can just tear them apart. So yeah. We have now seen the brutalization of Bumpy. How do I put this together again? That's the real question. Back legs. Front legs. Bumpy got slaughtered. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. No more... Get your named dinosaurs out of my franchise, please. I am sick of it. They're just bloody animals. Stop giving them names. It was fine for one movie, but jeez. Bye, Bunny. Sorry, guys. I feel like I've traumatized you by ripping apart this foul creature. You may have seen I've been uploading a lot of shorts recently. I was just kind of experimenting to see what kind of role they play, because I've not really been around for shorts very much. I was trying to see if you can like get any engagement on older videos or just the video that it's from with them, which has had like minor success. It's interesting to see. So I've just been playing around. Yeah, stop naming animals. That's why your hamster was just called Hamster. Yeah, exactly. True. Why do curse? Why do I curse? I don't know. I'm Scottish, so I think it's built into our genes a bit. My dad got mad at me one time to the point where he took me outside and mowed over my favorite Chinosaur. That's terrible. That's actually a hate crime. Recently in the Chaos Theory toy line, there was a compy named Gordon, who for some reason was never in the show. What the fuck? Scotland forever! Indeed. Indeed. What a glorious country. But I'm glad to be the token Scotsman in the DinoTube community. Understandable. Fair. Gordon the Compy. He seems like a chill guy, actually. That's fair. Rate Scotland out of 10. I'd give it a solid 6.5. 7. It's alright. Speaking of Scotland, what do you have to say about the live action How to Train Your Dragon? A bit of a waste of time, though. Like, it's literally... They're just remaking an animated movie. Like, I don't know. I think these animated movie remakes or in live action are kind of silly. It's like the movie exists. If I'm ever sitting there, I'm like, I'm like, oh, I want to watch How to Train Your Dragon. This is in the future and it's already out and streaming or whatever. I'm not gonna be, let's watch the live action one. I'm gonna put the original one on. You know, it's a silly idea, but it makes money, so fair. Same opinion on How to Train Your Dragon remake. Good. Once again, Eric just backs my thoughts. That's what I need. He's a good man. Dum 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 dum. I don't think there was a point for a remake. No. Kind of silly. If you're gonna do it in live action, like, just make a different thing. Like, you could do How to Train Your Dragon, but, like, tell a different story, you know? Like, don't just give me the same film. What's your favorite Mattel figure in the main line? Mine was the Guanlong. I wasn't even collecting it since a Guanlong's been out. Probably the Carno. The original Carno, or the Mosasaur. What was the weirdest way you got out a figure? I'm asking because my neighbor came over and gave me 3 dinos. Way you got a figure. Weirdest way I got a figure. Probably this. I got it from, like I said, from an Easter egg from my girlfriend's mother. And that's an interesting way to get a figure. I don't know what to do with this guy, though. Had him for like a year. Furthermore, I just think the movie looks cheap, and I don't think the cartoon designs translate well into the realistic style. I agree. Like, why? Bro, you already made an animated one live action. I don't know what you're on about. Yeah, it just doesn't look great. And that's the worst part. And, like, why make the other designs so drastically different, but keep Toothless pretty much the same? Like, keep the other ones the same as well, or make them all different. Like, that they don't have the balls to just, go fully into either way, so they're just playing it safe in the middle. Not really appeasing anyone. So yeah, This is also my problem with the Lion King. Yeah, live action Lion King. Like, why? It's just a worse version, like more soulless version of the original. But you know what? It will just come out. I won't watch it. Then I'll forget. Exactly. Exactly. It's hard to get annoyed at anything when you just think like, oh, I just won't interact with this. Like, it's fine. It's like if you see a figure that's bad. Like, this is how I feel about the Mattel, like, mainline or whatever. I complain about it, but, like, I'm just not going to buy them. You know? So, it doesn't really affect me in any way. It's the same with the Hammond collection. Like, when a figure comes out that I'm not really interested in, I'm just not going to buy it. Like, it's fine. And it just saves me having to buy a figure I'd actually want and saves me money. So, I know I'll get what I want in the end, Mattel. I always do. But yeah. God, what is it with them and their bloody glass eyes? Why are they putting glass eyes in everything? They're not even glass eyes. It's a piece of plastic. Like, it's not like I think the original Kenner line had some glass eyes in it. And they're actual like glass eyes. These are not. Why are they putting it on everything? I think sometimes it's cool. But like the blue figure is atrocious. The eyes in that are terrible. And why do that? I'd much prefer just a painted eye on that figure. Because apart from the eyes, it's a great figure. Like, honestly, it's an amazing Raptor mold. So, oh well. The Rebirth Lego line was a massive disappointment for me, especially with that new weird Raptor mold. Yeah, the Mosasaur thing looks cool. I saw that. The Lego Mosasaur. Is the Hammond Collection Allo worth the money? Yeah, I'd say it is. It's a good figure. Where is it? I think it's next to me somewhere. Down here. Yeah, it's definitely worth the money. It's if you want an Allosaurus, you will not get a better Jurassic World Allosaurus really for this price. So if you want one, get it. Like I said in my review, the only problem is, do you want an Allosaurus? Like, it's not a very iconic Jurassic Park dinosaur, but it has appeared and stuff. It's been very underutilized, but as a figure, like, it's a very nice figure. It's very good. And has a very long tail. So I appreciate that. It looks great. Why do people make live action when you're already watching animation? I don't know. Money. I wasn't able to watch the toy review. Go watch it then. Yeah, like, I'm not that annoyed because I just kind of don't care enough. Yeah. The glass eye is funny. True. This Allosaurus's glass eye isn't great because they're small. The smaller the eyes are, the worse they look, but it's okay. It does have a round pupil in there, which is cool. I don't know if that's accurate to how it is, but it's cool. Which Hammond collection figures am I missing? Quite a few because of the... Oh my god. I have a story to tell on a video about how I got scammed. I'm going to do that one day. But because of that, I don't have the Gallimimus, the Jurassic Park 1 Velociraptor, the Ceratosaurus. What else don't I have? The Irritator, the Geosternbergia, the Brachiosaurus, the Dilo, once again, scammed. Anything else? Oh yeah, Pyroraptor, the baby Trike, the baby Stego, the baby T-Rex, Delta. I think that's all of them, maybe? I don't know. But yeah. I've got quite a decent collection, but there's a lot of figures that I wish I had that I don't because of problems outside of my control. But I get most of them. The Pyroraptor is one of the ones I truly like. I really want the Pyroraptor, but I'll have to pay a bit of money. What's my newest figure? The Corythosaurus. I got that recently. It's an alright figure. It's kind of a shelf filler. You know, it's not going to stand out much, but it's actually got a very cool color scheme that does stand out. But apart from that, you know, it's a Corythosaurus. Like, it's not the most exciting. So, yeah. I've caught up with chat again. It's edible. I forgot to say in my review, the Aloe struggles to stand a little bit. Like, he doesn't struggle, it's just finding a pose where he likes to stand is slightly difficult. What else have I got here? The Carno. Oh, I need to do a review on this guy. This guy is pretty sick. And this is a good figure. Very nice. These guys scale pretty well. Which is good, because one of the Aloe's only scenes is with the Carno, so... We're the head designer for the Mattel figures, what would you improve? If I was the head designer for the Mattel figures, what would I improve? God, what would I improve? I don't know. The eyes, I'd go back to the old eyes. Apart from that, they've been pretty good recently. I don't have too much faults to say. They've really improved as a line. Yeah. I have the Hammer figure, Imaginext. Oh, nice. I've never had any Imaginext dinosaurs, I don't think. Sadly. A robbed childhood. Which one would win? Carno, Aloe or Carno? Probably an Allosaurus, I guess. Oh, here's my Corytha. I forgot I brought it down. It's down here. Do you know what I mean, though? It's a very eye-catching color scheme compared to a lot of figures of this kind of bluish, like, drab color scheme. Whereas this is eye-catching and fun. Lovely. That's the kind of color scheme you only get with 2001 weirdness, you know? The JP3 figures really do stand out a little bit, you know? Very good. I had the old Imaginext T-Rex. You know what? I actually think I did have that. I don't know where it's gone, though. So, yeah. Sorry. I think my one was red. I forgot that was an Imaginext figure, though. Childhood saved. I did have Imaginext. What's my most expensive figure? I don't know. Could be this Allosaurus. He was like 44 pounds. I have 2 of the T-Rexes. Cool. I actually had lots of Imaginext figures now that I think. Nice. Good stuff. Well, guys, I hate to end it here, but it is very late now, and I'm tired, and I'm gonna go to bed. So, I thank you all for coming. I hope you've enjoyed the stream, but I'm gonna go. So, sorry that was a bit abrupt, but you know, it's time for bed. Anyway, thank you guys. Bye.